climate change, a term that is often used and heard within the scientific community and is causing great concern among the international community. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone watching this video right now, wherever you are. My name is Adi Yuwono. I am currently an International Relations Communication student at LSPR Communication and Business Institute in Jakarta, Indonesia. I am also a student under Mr. Charles Bonar Sirait as my mentor and lecturer on public speaking and presentation skills course. In this video, I will be explaining the current situation of the Earth in regards to climate change. I hope from this video you will gain a deeper understanding on the issue of climate change. First and foremost, we must understand the term climate change. According to the Australian Academy of Science, climate change is a change in the pattern of weather and related changes in oceans, land surfaces, and ice sheets occurring over timescales of decades or longer. Human activity is considered the great cause of climate change. How is that so? Well, people burn fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and gas, which are the primary sources of energy. Now, when fossil fuels are burned, they release large amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Naturally, carbon dioxide helps regulate the temperature on Earth provided by the heat of the sun. However, when there's too much buildup of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, then most of the heat provided by the sun is trapped on Earth, causing global warming, or in other words, climate change. In regards to the temperature on the Earth, according to the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, or NASA, since the 1880s, the average global temperature has risen, and the average temperature is now more than 2 degrees Fahrenheit above that of the late 19th century. Here's the illustration. From the illustration, we can see that Earth becomes significantly warmer. This can cause severe climate disasters such as droughts, storms, and melting of the polar ice. Surely events that will destabilize nations and human beings. Looking at the current conditions of how human beings are managing climate change, worst case scenarios are more evident. Now, what I meant by worst case scenarios are domino effect events such as the collapse of food production, which will cause extreme hunger, and from extreme hunger, humans become more violent and thus prone to conflicts. Furthermore, situations around the world will become much more deteriorating due to the melting polar ice, which will cause the sea levels to rise and eventually causing major cities, coastal areas, and island countries in the world to gradually sink. Speaking of the melting polar ice, it is expected that once all polar ice melts, the sea levels will rise between 80 to 160 feet, a great number which will cause a great problem. That being said, it is not only us that is in great danger, but also the future generations to come. Of course, in a problem, then there are a number of solutions. In the context of climate change, according to the United Nations Environmental Program, there are 16 actions that we can take to contribute to the betterment of climate change. The 16 actions include reducing your plane travel, purchasing an electric vehicle, installing insulation at your home, buying fewer clothes and wearing them for longer, asking politicians to act or invest in infrastructure to support a step, traveling by bike or foot wherever you can, reducing the amount of food that is wasted or thrown away in your home, choosing financial institutions and funds that invest responsibly, repairing your belongings rather than buying new, turning down the heating in your home by a degree or more, coming together with colleagues to make a change at a bigger scale, starting a conversation in regards to climate change with friends and encourage others to take actions, reducing the amount of meat in your weekly diet, eating food that is produced at its natural time of the year, moving your home to a green energy supplier, and last but not least, installing solar panels to generate energy for your home. Individual action can make a significant impact. The United Nations Environment Program estimates that if 1 billion people take practical action in their own lives, they could reduce as much as 20% of global carbon emissions. As former President of the United States of America Barack Obama puts it, climate change is no longer some far-off problem. It is happening here. It is happening now. That is all from me. If you find this video useful, do share it with others, and if you have any thoughts or opinions, leave them in the comment box down below. My name is Adi Yuwono, and thank you for watching.